He built the biggest boy bands of the 90s. He owned blimps, jets, mansions. But behind the glam, he ran a $300 million scam that destroyed lives, including his own. This is the jaw-dropping story of Lou Pearlman, the mogul who scammed celebrities, investors, and even his own bands and paid the ultimate price. This isn't fiction. This is a real story of fame, fraud, and one of the biggest betrayals in pop music history. Pearlman, once a blimp rental entrepreneur, saw gold in youth pop music. He had a vision: create the American version of New Kids on the Block and dominate the pop charts. With no music background, he scouted 5 unknowns and turned them into the Backstreet Boys, who went on to sell over 100 million records globally. Then came NSYNC and Justin Timberlake's Big Break, a group that would also achieve massive global success. His artists sold 185 million albums, cementing him as a pop powerhouse. He was swimming in royalties, management fees, and fan merch money. But here's the twist: that wasn't his real moneymaker. Behind the scenes, Pearlman orchestrated a sophisticated web of fraud, creating over 84 shell companies, including a fake airline, Transcontinental Airways. He lured unsuspecting investors with promises of FDIC-insured returns of 8 to 10%, allegedly backed by profitable airline revenues. In reality, the planes and invoices were entirely fictional, existing only on paper. Over 2 decades, he conned more than 1,700 individual investors, including close friends, major banks, and even some of the very band members he managed, out of over $200 million. Add in another $100 million lost by financial institutions, and you get a staggering total of more than $300 million lost to this elaborate Ponzi scheme. And here's where your idols come in. Some of their own cash was tied up in this fraud. Pearlman didn't just defraud outside investors, he notoriously ripped off his own talent. He took huge cuts from tours, royalties, even merch, and had the audacity to list himself as the 6th Backstreet Boy, enabling him to siphon off an even larger share of their hard-earned money. Both NSYNC and Backstreet Boys eventually filed significant lawsuits against him, which brought the true scale of his theft against the artist to light. NSYNC's hit album, No Strings Attached, even got its title from their fight to break free from his control. Pearlman's own lawyers sued him for millions in unpaid fees, a clear sign that his meticulously crafted facade was not just cracking, but crumbling entirely. The net was closing in. Fans were stunned, investors were panicking. For many, this wasn't just a scandal, it was a betrayal of trust. By 2007, a series of bankruptcy filings finally triggered a full-scale FBI fraud and money laundering probe. Knowing his empire was collapsing, Pearlman fled the US, becoming a high-profile fugitive. For 8 months, he vanished off the map. The FBI chased leads across continents until they found him hiding in a cheap hotel in Bali. He was extradited back to the US and, in 2008, sentenced to 25 years in federal prison. The court noted he owed a truly mind-blowing $400 million in restitution, of which a devastatingly small fraction was ever recovered by the victims. In August 2016, at age 62, Lou Pearlman died while still serving his sentence. He passed away, disgraced, and virtually bankrupt, a stark contrast to the extravagant lifestyle he once flaunted. His life story gives us a chilling, undeniable lesson that behind the alluring sheen of fame and immense fortune, unchecked greed can ultimately unravel everything, leaving only a trail of broken promises and financial ruin. While major acts like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC were able to survive and thrive after extricating themselves from Pearlman, the experience left a lasting scar. It highlighted the dark side of the music industry and the vulnerability of young artists to predatory managers. For acts like O-Town and LFO, the dream ended in disappointment. Fame vanished, fortunes never came, and their shot at stardom became a cautionary tale. The scars Pearlman left on the music industry are still felt, and young artists are still at risk. Pearlman's story is over, but the system that enabled him still exists. If this blew your mind, hit that like button and subscribe for more shocking true stories from the music industry. Who should we expose next? Drop it in the comments and share this video so no one forgets the name Lou Pearlman. Do you want to support the channel and get something useful in return? Check out the affiliate links in the description. Each click helps us to keep bringing you the news that matters.